Alright, here we are in the create file where we start off by creating the database right here. And we go ahead and tell it to use that database to then create the students table, which has the student's ID field, which is the primary key for this table. And then we have the first name and the last name of the student. Then we go down and we have the classes table, which has the class ID as the primary key. As well as the title of the class. Then we go down a little bit further and we see that there's the registration table that gets created using a composite key of the student ID and the class ID right here. And then we have the foreign keys here to then create the table. Here we have the data that gets inserted into the different tables. And then here we are creating a non-clustered index for one of the requirements, and then here these just show the different tables. As you can see down here, we have the students table, the class table, and then the registration table down here. Over here we can see that here's the database that we just created. Then we have the table. The first one that comes up in alphabetical order is classes right here. So it has the class ID column, which is the primary key, as well as the title column. Then we come down here to the indexes and we see that we have a clustered index, which is created by the primary key, and then the unique key that was created creates a non-clustered index. And then as we go down, we have the registration table, which has both the foreign keys here of the student ID and the class ID. And then we have the index that is created by the primary key in the registration, which is clustered. And then we come down to the students, which has the columns of the student ID, which is the primary key, the first name and the last name of each student. And then here we have the index that was created using this statement right here. So we have the non-clustered index, and then we also have the clustered index that was created by the primary key in the students. Then when we come over here to testing, we can test the constraints that we have put up. So this one will test the primary key constraint on the students. So see, it fails. And then this one will test the same thing as well right here. Or actually this one tests the unique key that we created in the classes. And this one obviously fails because we tried to do a title that was already there when we have a unique key on the title of the class, so you can only have one title. And that should hit all the requirements.